that it's finally you've got one out there after, what, 5 singles?
Yes.
I thought the first 4 were really good, you know, and I couldn't work out why they didn't go. Why do you think this one has taken off?
Well, I think we did a lot of touring last year, which is something that we didn't do in the first 18 months of our career. You know, we were just
getting out live in front of audience.
We were just relying sort of totally on radio. But when it was interesting, because when so much came out, we were thinking, okay, it could go either way. You know, this is the 5th single. You know, radio could either say no, they're finished, or they could, you know, get behind it. And they got behind it, and the results are there. It's great.
Are you relaxed, Tim, now? Do you feel a little, all the drama's gone? You can settle down? And...
Yeah, relaxed, excited. I mean, looking forward to the rest of the year.
Yeah, there must have been a lot of frustration, you know, sort of waiting for this one to happen. So I guess now you can go, oh, at least we've got one off the ground, and things will look a little easier for you.
Yeah, I think we got more or less used to moving at a sort of a pretty sort of gradual, slow pace, and suddenly everything's...
Oh, now it'll speed right up.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about another album? When do we look forward to the second one?
March. It's in the can.
It's done?
Yeah, it's done. And we're just going to release another single when so much starts to go out, called Inspiration.
Yeah.
And then the album will come out to coincide with 3 weeks into the tour, which will probably be sort of beginning of March.
Now, that tour that we're talking about, you've toured once before with Church, right? Mm-hmm. And that was a good one, but this one will be over the top because they've got an album around. You've now got the hit single. It starts where and when?
It starts, actually starts in Broken Hill, on the way to Adelaide.
It's a long way out.
It's a long way out.
Yeah.
And we do a week in Adelaide, week in Melbourne, so we'll be back in Sydney about 3 weeks from Monday.
Is there a reason for starting in Broken Hill? I mean, has the song been a bigger hit there?
It's on the way to Adelaide, basically.
So you're just doing it as a part of the trip across?
Oh, we intend to do more country areas this time. We've never really played, you know, around the country and out of the cities.
Initially, you came from England with your songs, batch of songs, and a record company said, right, you need a band, and they went and gathered the people, put them around you. Could you have expected that lineup to actually stay together for 3.5 years, whatever it's been, three and a half?
Well, I think if you're going to be in a band situation rather than like a solo performer with a band's got to stay together. And I think one of the things over the last 2.5 years that, despite the lack of success for the first 4 singles, we as a band have, although we'd have liked them to have obviously been hits, it didn't affect us that much that we thought it's not working, we're going to split up. We didn't start arguing. We kept going, we kept sort of enjoying it and sort of writing better product and getting to know each other better and enjoying the tours. And I think if your band stays together, then they have a chance of making it. If they split up, then they'll never know.
Yeah, we've got another fine example coming up later. They've been together 26 years. I mean, it really is. The group that's been together about 10 years is the one that seems to kick to greater things. You know? Did you feel at the early stage when you joined this band, you know, the record company says, come on, this guy's got good songs, put a band together, it'll work. Did you feel, oh, this mightn't last?
No, I don't think I ever actually really thought about it.
Never gave the thought?
I think it took me about 2 years to actually say that I was in the band. But no.
He was a slow beginner.
Very indecisive person.
Because when we actually, Dave and I and Pete were the first ones to sort of meet each other and sort of decide that we wanted to do it. And we went along to see Tim play his last gig with Ward 13. And then we went to see him a couple of days later and played in the stuff and everything. And he said, well, yes, I'm not quite sure what it is I want to do, but, you know, I'll come and, you know, blow with you guys. And he's never actually said, yes, okay, I'm a permanent member of the band now. So,
will you say it now?
This is the joke.
Can you do it publicly?
Go on, do it publicly. Come on.
Do it publicly.
I now am a permanent member of the band.
An official Venetian. All right, you've been doing gigs outside Venetians. We have a time problem, but you've done some soundtracks.
How did you find that out? Yes, I did a little piece of music for Return to Eden, which is on that other channel.
So for the telly thing. And you've been working in a band outside, just playing?
I've been working with a band called Pink Slips Live, and I did some stuff with Joanna and Todd on the new Scribble, which is great.
Who else worked on that?
Actually, the rest of the Pink Slips.
Ivor Davies? Didn't Ivor Davies?
Ivor has remixed and recut a couple of tracks.
That one. Yeah. All right. Mate, it's great to have both of you in, and it's good to see that you finally accepted. Venetians will go a long, long way, believe me. The current single, number 2, I think, in Queensland.
It's 2.
And it's about 14 nationally. So much for love. Venetians, thank the guys. Thank you, fellas.